Friday, June 6th, take two. Hi everyone, Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation. I just did a video, and when I went to look at it, it was sideways. I don't know how that happened. But that could be an omen, couldn't it? All right, today is the 6th of June, 6-6, the 6-6 portal. I will be having a card reading coming out a little bit later today. Special shout out to my good friend Cash Peters. Happy birthday, Cash. And to Jack Smith, also his birthday. All the way in Europe someplace, in the EU. I don't blame you, Jack. If I could, I probably would as well. We had our hopes pinned on you, and I know you would have gotten us exactly where we needed to get if the people in charge weren't such, I was going to use the word, scaredy cats. We'll say scaredy cats. So today, the 6-6, in honor of Venus moving into Taurus, I imagine every rose in the garden has decided to bloom. Almost, well, not all of them, but all of the rose bushes are now in full bloom. And it smells like heaven here, along with the climbing hydrangea. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Venus is happy to be back in her garden after a very treacherous walk through the underworld, battling out from the great cosmic sea into the Aries energy, ready to take on and fight for what she loves. It's temporary rest. She's just building up her strength again because the feminine is rising and things are changing. And things are going to change at incredible speeds. What we thought couldn't happen will happen. And not only will it happen, it's going to happen fast. We do have the moon in Libra for most of the day, shifting into Scorpio at 10:24 p.m. here on the east coast of the U.S. Both Libra and Scorpio are relationship energies. Scorpio is a little bit more rubber hits the road, a little more confrontational. Okay, a whole lot more confrontational. But for most of us, that confrontational energy isn't really going to bloom until tomorrow when the whole day has the moon in Scorpio. Now, we're at a very critical time in our evolution. Saturn and Neptune are both now in Aries, and they're doing the job. The energy of Saturn and Neptune in Aries right now is to clear the decks. Clear the decks. And I know that there are a lot of things that people are afraid of losing. And what I would say is fight for what you want to keep and do what you can. But beyond that, you have to let it go. Do what you can and then let it go. We are in a whole new cycle of evolution. One of the benefits, really, of having Donald Trump as president is it has weakened the grasp of America on the world. And while America is the dream of America, and it's very aspirational, and there's always hope, we're very optimistic. If you go by the Sibley chart, we have a Sag rising, nothing more optimistic than a Sag rising, mainly because it's gotten through Scorpio, it's gotten through hell and back. And quite honestly, most of America has done that historically. But there are things, our empire, our tendency towards empire, towards colonialism, towards squashing burgeoning democracies. It's all in there. It's all in the history books if you want to look at it while we still have history books. But it's allowed the rest of the world to loosen up a little from under our thumb, and I think it's a good thing. And they dislike our president for sure, but they don't dislike us, just like we don't dislike the Russian people. We don't blame the Russians for what's going on in the Ukraine. We blame the leaders. It's always the leaders, just like we have in Gaza with Netanyahu and his bunch of criminals. It's not the Israeli people. And we're not even getting the full story of how they feel about this. So don't trust everything you see on that, unless you're like watching Democracy Now! Or something. But here or there, we're in a great change. We're in a great shift. So let's just sit back and watch it. What are we going to do? Do our best and let the rest go. Have yourself a great day. Mystic Sisters tomorrow night on this channel, 7 Eastern, 6 Central. You want to join me and Ona. I'm sure we're going to have quite a few WTF questions coming up. There's a lot of things going on in the political front with Trump and Musk having a pissing contest. We'll see who has the most piss in that one. And, you know, maybe they'll take each other down, and that wouldn't be so bad, would it? All right, guys, have yourself a great day, and I'll see you again. It is a good, actually, day. It's a good day. We with Venus in Taurus, the moon in Libra, all very Venus-ruled. It's kind of a Venus-ruled day. So enjoy yourself, and hopefully Take Two worked. I'll see you again. I'll see you a little bit later for the 6/6 portal reading, and tomorrow night here for Mystic Sisters Live. Much love, everyone. Namaste.